morning, Moosh Army. As you see, I still have an iPhone 4S and I don't have high definition video on this camera yet, and it's still standard definition from facing camera. It's very upsetting and very unprofessional when it comes to my line of work, which is making YouTube videos. And the reason I don't have an iPhone yet is still because I have to transfer all of my pictures. Question of the day is, how many pictures do you have on your phone? Let me know in the comments below. And here is the answer to this question from me. The reason I don't have my new phone is because I need to transfer all the pictures from this phone to my hard drive, because I have 15,000 pictures on my iPhone that will not fit on my new iPhone, because the new iPhone that I want to get has actually less space than this one. So I have 15,000 pictures that I have to transfer. How many pictures do you have? And this is, if you want to be a YouTuber for a living, this is kind of stuff you have to deal with. You'll have lots of videos and lots of photos on your phone, and you're going to have 5,000 of the same picture on your phone, because when you do Instagram, you take so many pictures and then you're too lazy to delete them, and bam, you have too many pictures. Little update on my animals. Mushka, Roxy, everyone is being super lazy today, and I'm being lazy myself as well as I sit here and stretch. Yes, this is my leg. This is my leg touching the wall. For those of you that don't know, I used to be in the circus. That's why things like this are very easy for me to do. And you might be thinking there's somebody else here. No, that's just me stretching on an everyday basis. If you stretch your body, you're gonna be less injured in your life, and you're gonna be, I forget other benefits, but I'm laying in bed, and my New Year's resolution this year is to read at least 5 books. And if you guys know me, which you do, I don't read books, I listen to them, and I listen to them on Audible. And so monthly, or once every 2 months, I do an update of what I'm reading, listening on Audible. So today's update is I'm listening to MILLIONAIRE. And this is pretty awesome. Right now it's pretty fast because it's going 1.5 speed. And the reason I do that, okay, so I actually finished this book, and because when you listen to books, you have to listen to them twice to remember, but when you read, you're actually listening internally and you're reading visually, so you don't have to do it twice. So when you're listening to something, you have to do it twice for the information to really settle. So that's why I'm listening to it for the second time, and since I already know what the book is about, I do it 1.5 times speed, because you can do that on Audible. In fact, you can do it, let's try something. Let's try it at 3 times the speed and see what that sounds like.
Mom responded. Andre was baffled. Then why did you send it in? You asked me if I thought you could win.
See, you can still understand it.
She said. Knowing is not enough.
But you can refresh the...
You must do.
Okay, this is too much. This is too
Andre
much.
smiled like a kid.
Okay, so you can refresh what the book is about in your memory by reading it like 3 times as fast, and it's going to be a lot faster, and you're like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, MILLIONAIRE. I finished this book by Farrah Gray. I talked about it in a couple of my last videos, and I discovered him because somebody said it's a very inspirational book and everyone should read it. So I'm like, I'm in. So I got it, and... so I use Audible, if you guys know, and also you can use Audible and get a free book for free if you go to audible.com/Olga, and you can get your first book for free. I love Audible. I don't have time to read, so I usually drive in traffic and I listen to my books, or sometimes I wake up, and sometimes I actually use it as a what is it called? Oh, not motivation, but meditation to sleep, go to sleep. So I usually turn on my book for like 30 minutes, lay down, and I pass out every time, and then I dream about all these things that I'm reading. So this is really cool. It's like a mental thing. But anyways, Farrah Gray wrote this book, and it's very inspirational, and it's how to be a millionaire. So he became a millionaire by the time he was 15 years old, and he came from poverty and really ghetto community in Chicago. So I've talked about it a little bit when I started reading, but now I finished, and this man is extraordinary. He's created so many businesses. He's invested in so many businesses, and this book kind of explains what kind of person you have to be and how you should motivate yourself to be very successful in life. So I finished finished the book, and I actually tweeted something out about his book, and I think he really liked my tweet, and I told him all these things about how his books and his motivational speaking really turning my life around, and he said, Olga, you sound very interesting. And then now we follow each other on Instagram, so that's the update with Fair Gray. But I'm very inspired by what he's writing, and he's only 29 years old, and he's been successful for over 10 years now, so very inspiring. So I'm reading his book, and my goal is to listen to 5 books this year. So we're gonna go through my library. So I went over the holidays. I went and I downloaded a couple more books, and let's see what I've gotten. There's another book that everyone is recommending, and it's called The 4-Hour Work Week. And it's by Timothy Ferriss. So the reason I downloaded that because I work 24/7 and I get so exhausted, and that's what happens a lot of the times. I make lots of videos and then I stop making videos and you don't see me for a couple of months, and it's because I'm like mentally exhausted and I want to recharge and start again. So this book is, everyone is like, Olga, you have to read The 4-Hour Work Week so you can learn how to work only 4 hours a week and still accomplish all the stuff that you want to accomplish that you do 24/7. So that's going to be my next goal to read. And Just Listen was another really good book that I've read. And my next goal, as you see, all of my books are a healthy dose of motivation, because staying motivated and doing YouTube for a living is very difficult. If you want to be a YouTuber, it's actually really hard, because you have to remember that being a YouTuber doesn't mean you're going to be rich. It means you're going to put in a lot of hard work. And if you're lucky, you might make money. And if you're not lucky, you might have to work for another few years before you get lucky. So it's very difficult. So I always need motivation and inspiration. And so I have here How Successful People Think, another book, and Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And so all of these books, being a millionaire is not only being lucky and doing something that makes you a lot of money, it's also have a mind that understands what you have to be doing to be successful. So I'm reading all these books that are kind of like motivational and awesome. And of course I have my 50 Shades of Grey. And Tina Fey, Bossy Pants. Bossy Pants was an awesome book. If I ever read a book, it's going to be very similar to Bossy Pants, because her writing is very uplifting and fun and funny. Anyway, so I'm going to get out of bed and go make a video, maybe something about Jennifer Lawrence. Let me know in the comments below what videos you want me to make. But in February, maybe March, I'm not sure yet, I want to make 1 video a day, at least 5 times a week on Olga K channel. And I think it's going to be really fun. It's going to be like simple videos but fun, and we get to spend time together on my main channel. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. If you want to get a free book from Audible, go to audible.com/Olga, and I'll post the link below as well. And you don't have to, but you get a free book, so I thought I'll tell you about it. And it's connected to Amazon, and I've been using it for 2 years. Toby Turner is actually the one who turned me into the Audible thing. He used to listen to his books on Audible. I was like, what is this? I don't have time to read, let me do Audible. So I've been using it for a year or 2 maybe, and I have a pretty big library of books now, and I'm not stopping. Alright guys, I'm gonna go start my day. I love you. Let me know how many pictures you have on your phone, and let me know your thoughts about the Golden Globes yesterday. I've posted something on mushworld.com. I like updated live, and I had so much fun doing that. I was like live tweeting to all of you guys, and all of you guys were like participating on my website. It was really fun. So let me know your thoughts about the winners as well. Alright babies, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Moosh, bye. Me, you know. Whoa.